Yo, we're back at it once again. The Laymen Show.
Oh, are we recording?
Yeah, we're late.
Yes, we are back once again. I'm Leeton.
And I'm Gab.
Yeah, bringing you some entertainment. Just light entertainment, because it's fucking Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Do you know what I mean? I've had shivers all night.
Yeah, I've had quivers in my bumhole.
Outside, it looks like the kindergarten version of The Purge.
I can't tell if it's from Halloween or the curry that I ate.
Oh, God. Yeah, so Halloween. We're recording on Halloween. And
yeah, just released a Halloween episode with Mike Covell.
That's right.
Great interview.
Excellent.
Very enjoyable.
We'll
have him back on at some point. Get some better audio for you.
Yeah, he's busy tonight doing all these ghost walks and stuff around the
Oh, I can imagine. This is his time of year, isn't it?
Trying to spook people. I hope they see something.
Next time we get him on, I want to talk conspiracy theories.
Absolutely.
So I'm down for that.
And don't forget, he has invited the layman on a ghost tour or a haunted building tour. Are you up for that?
I'm up for it. I mean,
yeah.
I'll take some acid and see what happens.
And don't have a curry beforehand, because he said giving off wind is one of the side effects.
Oh.
As well as giggling.
I was going to say, isn't that a side effect of fear as well?
Possibly.
I
fear my curry.
A little fear fart. So, yeah, what have you been up to this week? Been a busy week?
Oh, yeah, it's been a busy week.
Anything you want to talk about? Anything particularly, what's grinding your gears?
I'll tell you what's grinding my fucking gears. I downloaded something called the Cash Show UK, and it had a lot of followers. Up to 10,000 people were online playing.
Do you want to tell the audience what Cash Show is?
Okay, Cash Show UK was a live app in which you answered questions, and so the more questions you answered, the bigger your prize fund was.
Yeah.
The only stipulation they had was you couldn't draw anything out under £10.
Yep.
So people were happy, play when they had free time. There used to be 2 live shows on a day. They reduced it to 1 in the evening, and people played along, slowly built up the balance. But guess what?
What?
The motherfuckers have cancelled and done one with everyone's money. They owe us money. Yeah. That's what's grinding my gears.
No, I'm with you. I used to play that game with you. I mean, fucking, they owe me like $3.50.
They owe me £2.67, but that isn't the point.
They owe me $3.50.
$3.50. But that isn't the point. There's around 10, maybe, I don't know, up to maybe 5,000-6,000 people with a balance on there.
Yeah.
If they decided to shut up, why didn't they just pay everyone out? That is essentially money that we've won.
No,
Rip-offs.
Yeah. Rip-off Britain.
Exactly.
Rip-off show.
Yeah, there's always documentaries about Rip-off Britain, and this should be featured on there.
I think it should.
Yeah. What's that one with the big teeth?
No idea. I don't watch enough TV to...
I think she's called Esther Ranson or something.
Does
she still do it?
That name rings a bell.
Yeah, she used to do programs like that where people were unhappy with things, and she used to talk about it. I don't think it's big enough to go on Crime Watch.
But so Halloween anyway. Have you?
Do you know what? I was meant to do a little bit of background research, but because we're laymen, we do nothing.
Oh yeah, I mean we're busy people at the end of the day.
Exactly, because this isn't the only thing we do.
We do this as a hobby. We do this,
to entertain the masses.
And mostly ourselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Kills time.
Yeah, and give people different views on things. Make them think.
Yeah. And
think in the process.
Because I really don't want to be famous, Lee.
What?
I do not want to be famous.
Well, neither do I.
I want to be rich, but I don't want to be famous.
Does being rich carry the side effects of having fame as well?
I think the more money you get, the more chance you have of becoming famous.
Yeah, because you look at rich business people, they're all famous. Duncan Bannatyne, Thea Pafitas.
It's like in Richard Branson.
Exactly.
They all eventually become famous or infamous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. So,
or George Soros,
George Soros. He's corrupted, isn't he?
We'll get on some conspiracy theories about him.
Fucking hell, yeah. Another thing, talking about politics, creepy Joe Biden. What the fuck is going on with this guy? This guy is on public television, national television in the States, hugging little girls and that in like an awkward position.
I know, but I get it. And he's creepy, but why aren't like the parents or his handlers stopping him?
That's because they're on TV and they think it's a perfect Jimmy Savile thing. There was once a show talking about Jimmy Savile, and they showed a scene from Top of the Pops where he'd reached behind this girl and he was fondling her butt cheeks, and she didn't react because they were on TV.
He was goosing her on TV.
Exactly, that's right. And she didn't react; she just froze on TV. But she obviously, in the future they showed this scene. And this is the same thing that's happening with Joe Biden. He's on public. The parents are behind him. The little girl's in front of him. He's whispering something in her ear. No one knows what the fuck he's saying. It could be anything. It could be like, my number is 999-652.
My hotel bedroom is 570.
It's just not right. It is just not right.
Knock twice.
Exactly. So creepy Joe Biden. Americans, yeah, if you're listening to this, do something about it. Don't sit there going, ooh, creepy Uncle fucking Joe Biden.
Yeah, don't wait until he's dead
Exactly.
for all this shit to come out.
Yeah, go and punch him in the head now. Do you know what I mean? It's just wrong. He whispers in my daughter's ear like that. I'm going to straight headbutt him. Oh, God. Yeah, so Halloween. It's Halloween. What have you done?
Nothing, because I don't believe in Halloween.
Did you have any trick-or-treaters turn up?
No, because I've been out all night. But I have seen a lot of kids roaming the streets like feral fucking animals.
Exactly.
All in packs.
Yeah, hunting in packs. Trick or treat.
The hunting in packs, Lee. The hunting for sweets in packs.
Exactly. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
But how do you deal with it?
Get their fix.
Do you know what I mean? If they're hunting in groups and they come into your door and there's 8 of them and they trick or treat and you've got nothing.
Yeah.
What trick are they pulling?
Well, yeah.
You know, they're flower bombing us?
As I say, I'm just lucky I haven't been in all night. Do kids still like egg and teepee and... Or are they all just, I think stuck on their fucking phones nowadays?
Well, I think that could be true because I think nowadays if a kid eggs someone, they get an ASBO.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, you'd get chased, but now you get an ASBO.
I mean, there is a shower of shit currently looming over Hazel.
Is it?
In terms of, fucking reprobate kids.
Yeah. But the thing is, the kids nowadays, if they do go out, they've got nothing to do. There's actually nothing for them to do.
I remember having very little to do when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, don't start. When I was a kid, you could do anything. Do you know what I mean? You could leave your bike outside. You wanted to climb into a field, you went and climbed in a field.
Yeah.
There was no sign saying do not trespass. If there was a bit of grass, you played on it. There wasn't a sign saying no ball games allowed. And that's what we have nowadays. There's fucking signs and rules. There's constraints everywhere for kids now. So, and you're right. A lot of kids stay in the game, spend time on social media. Because what else is there for them to do? It's a shame.
Well, I mean, it's not... There probably is a lot of plenty for them to do. It's just it requires money.
Yes, everything's been monetized.
Everything's been monetized.
Absolutely, I agree with you because do you know what? I feel it.
Yeah, you feel it in your back pocket when you're a kid. You feel it in your back pocket when you have a girlfriend. Shit.
Fucking hell, yes.
Fucking.
No, let's not start on that tangent.
Let's
yes,
not.
Halloween. Get in the Halloween mood.
And the Halloween spirit gets spooky.
I was wondering how many people today, because it's Halloween, would take the opportunity today, for example, to do something wild and maybe do a Ouija board, try and contact the dead. Because that's the theme of it, isn't it? The dead are roaming the streets, Gabe. How do we know these kids are even alive?
Well, I'm just wondering how many of these people believe in this shit anyway.
I don't know. I mean,
believe in, ghouls and ghosts. I mean, we had this interview with Mike Covell, which was a great interview, but...
He's an absolute firm believer because...
He did not convince me at all.
Didn't he?
No.
Even with the voice box thing that he spoke about where a dead lady came through and said... All right, Mike.
I still no. I can't believe it. It's like the flat Earth theory. I still can't get down with that.
No. I mean, it was something I looked at, and I understand on YouTube we've had some comments from somebody who is pro flat Earth, but he disassociates himself from the generic flat Earthers, doesn't he?
Oh, I've no idea.
Yeah.
If you got this many sects in a fucking if you have this many sects in an offshoot of a fucking idea, I just don't have time for you.
I believe in flat Earth, but I believe in gravity. And then you've got somebody else. I believe in flat Earth, but the sun and the moon just rotate centrically around us. I believe in
flat Earth, and there's a fucking ice wall around the place.
Yeah, so there's loads of different theories, and it's funny you mentioned this now because it was actually on Philip Schofield. Good Morning, is it? TV show.
Again, don't watch TV.
I know, fucking hell, we're not up early enough. But there's a show on TV, I think it's called Good Morning or something.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And it's Philip Schofield, and they had some flat earthers on there.
Is it Holly Willoughby?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I think it's a very white show.
But they had some flat earthers on there, and there was 3 guys. And I've noticed whenever anyone talks about anything that you would, put into the pot of conspiracy theory, they always look mental.
Well, yeah, I'd take the same route of Scientology that I take with the flat Earth theory. It's just all... It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, Lee. I don't have time I don't have time for bullshit in my life anymore.
I do have time. I love hearing ideas and different perspectives on things. I'm going to get a flat earther on this show.
I love hearing ideas, but especially when it's something like the flat earth that we disproved thousands of years ago with Galileo.
So one of the things they were saying, that the earth is a globe, and I watched this, and they said that water always finds a level. Yeah. Water does not curve, right? So they did a test, and I think they tested a 40-kilometre laser across water, and the laser was straight. And if the earth is curved, they say, that water should have changed elevation. There should have been a curvature in the water itself, because the world is a globe.
See,
so I'm one of the things.
I'm not a scientist. Forward. People throw these things out, and I'm just like, well, the only thing I could say is maybe light refracts through air. So
I don't know. I mean, people say science is based upon facts, proven facts. Okay, so until it's proven, it's a theory. Yeah.
No. A theory is something that's been proven.
Is it?
So what is it? It's a hypothesis.
Hypothesis, right? So they're saying this with this laser. Everybody knows guided lasers are straight. They use them in measurements. They use them to measure the fucking distance of the moon. So they fired this laser across 40-kilometre distance. There should have been a curvature, but this, I don't know how they lined it all up, because I know myself. There's gradients.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they've lined up this laser to prove that the water level itself was flat and not curving. It was just interesting, because obviously things like that make me think, why wasn't there a difference?
But as I say, when it comes to something like that, it's something that's been easily disproved.
How can...
Well, what? Obviously, it's like the meme that I posted to the Facebook page. Why is every other planet that we look at a sphere, and ours is flat?
Exactly. I mean, that's something I question. Why would we be flat and everything else be spherical?
Exactly.
But also, when they turn around and say, you got pictures from space looking at the Earth, where is all the space debris? There's never been a picture with space debris in it. Why not? Yet they show you this image of fucking Earth covered in thousands of satellites.
But why has there never been an image of the underneath of the Earth? If it's flat.
What do you mean? The underneath?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If we've been out into space.
These people...
Or is that a part of the...
Yeah, these people say all the images that NASA post online are not real images. So what they do, they take all these images throughout the years and they put them next to each other, analyse them, decrypt them or whatever. And then they were saying that you will not find online a real picture of a satellite. They're all CGI. There is not a true depiction of a satellite in space. So, these questions...
Who does this benefit?
What?
Who does a spherical Earth benefit rather than being a flat Earth?
I don't know. I don't know where it's heading. I don't know what originally sprouted up. Because in the olden days, when they drew a map, when they started mapping the world, it was flat. It was a disc shape.
Well, yeah, because they couldn't recreate a sphere.
Well, I'm sure they could, because the fucking Egyptians built pyramids. I'm sure they could have made a sphere.
Well, I mean, we still don't know how the Egyptians built the pyramids, though.
Fucking hell. This show is turning very David Ike.
Oh, yeah, I love David Ike. He's a genius until he starts talking about the lizard people, and then you're just like, ooh.
Yeah, I watched, he'd gone to Wembley Arena, I think, in London, and he'd done a talk, and it was a sellout audience.
Yeah.
And I watched a part of it, because his stage show is something like 6.5 hours long. Do you know what I mean? My hat goes off to him, because we do this podcast. We do it for 45 minutes, fair enough. I've just started. I want to get into it more. He stands and speaks for 6.5 hours.
Well, if he's got something to say, he knows what he's talking, or at least he thinks he knows what he's talking about. And as I say, I agree with him on a lot of the stuff.
Well, some of the stuff he was talking about seems very credible, because he always backs things up.
Yeah.
It's not just like, this is a reptilian carving. So this proves reptilians. What he does, this will be a reptilian carving. He'll tell you where it originated from, how it's been dated, even maybe the people that made it. So he goes into depth, but it's just too long, to take in, and it's too much info. If you're one of these people who've lived a happy life in a shell, and you suddenly listen to David Ike, it'll just blow your head off. The stuff he says sounds unbelievable.
It's because it feels like it is unbelievable. Especially when it gets to the lizard people. Everything else that he talks about...
Didn't he say the royal family
are all
were reptilian?
People.
Or blue bloods?
Yeah.
Yeah, blue bloods. So he said they're from reptilian descent or something, or reptilian blood, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to watch more on him, to be honest. One of the best documentaries I watched recently. I did throw it your way. I still don't know if you've watched it yet. The Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen documentary is something that I started to watch, but I didn't finish.
I'll be honest. Good fucking documentary. And there's one thing that was really stuck with me. Talking about all these like conspiracy theories. The Shell Dutch Oil Company has basically two plans for what's going to happen with the world in terms of resources.
Okay, so they've got two plans. Have they published these plans, or is this something that's discussed at the Bilderberg Group? Or
it's probably something that's more discussed at like the Bilderberg Group and sort of in
closed doors, behind
closed doors. Because the person who I heard this from was a general on that. It was a former U.S. general on that show. On that documentary.
Right, because I always think people who come out and say, "Listen, this is what they spoke about." For national security reasons, they'd be bumped off.
Hush, hush.
Exactly. They can't let this out.
But as I say, it's a Shell Dutch Oil company. It's a private entity. It's not a national company. So it's only how do they put it? Copyright deals rather than national security. It's because it's only a private business. But anyway, they were saying that there's two basic plans for the world by 2075, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, like 2075.
2075, so we've got, 55 years?
I don't know, do the math.
Yeah, 57 years.
Yep.
Thereabouts. So the two plans are, one of them is all of the world leaders get together.
What? Hold on. All the world leaders get together and become like a one world government.
One world government,
right.
Yep.
This is something that I've heard already.
This
is something that they talk about.
Well, that's what they want to do with like the NAFTA and TTIP.
That's right.
They saw the beginnings of that.
This is why I believe now Britain is a big problem leaving the EU.
Yeah. Because
that is messing their plans up.
Yeah. Germany's not happy
Merkel
about it.
said she's standing down.
Oh yeah, and the next one, and the apparent next front runner is a far right candidate.
Exactly.
So,
race war.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're trying to install.
We're gonna have World War III, and England's gonna have to defend Europe again.
Fuck no, we're defending ourselves this time. You know what I mean?
It's each for their own, motherfuckers. We did it twice. We're out now.
Exactly. I don't care what your skin colour is. We all get together and defend this country.
Oh yeah. We'll build a fucking wall around this country.
Yeah, and if they moan, that wall just got 3 foot higher.
Yeah. Using their fucking corpses. Like fucking 300.
Hey, we should be very careful. Have you seen Terminator?
Yeah.
We could change history right now. This talk might set off World War III.
Effect.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Someone out there, some fucking general might hear this and think, do you know what? The Laymen Show were fucking right. Let's go for it.
Let's kill them.
I know. So, yeah, I'd love to get David Ike on here. And maybe even if we can get a phone interview.
He's a busy motherfucker.
Oh, he's
a phone interview, even if it's just 10 minutes of the time, would be great.
Exactly. So we'll get in touch with him. If anyone knows David Ike, just put the word out that we're looking for him. But, not looking for him. We're not trying to bump him off. Just want to chat.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, because he could give us... we sit here, we touch on subjects. He could dive in, That's the reason we want experts.
Yeah. That's the reason why we need experts. Because otherwise it's just us rambling about nonsense.
Exactly. But do you know what? We're getting a lot of good feedback. And we've got followers on Twitter now. And people are saying, that they've enjoyed the show. And if you have a look on YouTube, we've got a few comments. And there's somebody on there who's actually said that our show keeps them engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've listened to every single one. So for a start, that's brilliant.
Well, we love our audience.
Anyway, talking about conspiracy stuff, did you hear about the helicopter?
Yeah, the helicopter crash. Yeah. Leicester City football owner.
Exactly, the owner.
Well, it couldn't have happened to a better person.
Apparently there was his family on the helicopter, I think. So, what happened there? How does a helicopter suddenly go down?
I'm going to assume an act of God.
Okay, so that's all the conspiracy theories blown out the window, and that's actually the end of that story then, isn't it?
Yep. Act of God, he deserved it.
No, but from my perspective, helicopter pilots, they're fucking experienced. They're dealing with two rotors.
They're experienced, but a helicopter is a notoriously difficult aircraft to fly.
Yeah, but, the weather wasn't bad, was it?
I don't know. This is the only reason I'm interested in this is because there was a crash and people died. I hate football in all of its iterations.
Well, I don't mind football. I like watching the World Cup.
Nope.
And I think that's as far as it goes. I don't follow a team, although, I like it when Hull wins. I don't know why. I just like it when our local team, Hull City, win a game. I think, go on, lads.
I mean, I guess I appreciate it when Hull wins, but when it comes to the World Cup, I actively support England losing. Just so I don't have to deal with it anymore.
What's weird is, I think a lot of people watch World Cup wondering when are England going to lose.
I mean, as far as I know, we did quite well given our past.
This time we went really far, and there was there was talk of, did you hear that? It's coming home. There was talk of actually us winning.
Yeah.
So we did go far, and it was a fresh team, fresh manager.
I didn't get sick of hearing that song at all.
Oh bloody hell! Everyone was sick of it. You know what I mean? 2:00 in the morning, you laid in bed and outside, it's coming home. And I think, do you know who I blame? Fucking Baddiel and Skinner. Them fucking comedians, yeah?
No, but if it isn't that
and the
song,
Lightning Seeds.
If it isn't that song, it'd be another one.
Vindaloo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even
worse, yeah.
Yeah. Staple Diet, the song that.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
Some terrible 90s songs.
Oh,
especially football-related songs.
Some of them are funny. Do you know what I mean? When they mix slogans.
But no. There's
Yeah, so any news from across the pond?
Oh, they used a picture of a town in Essex as an anti-democrat slogan. What an anti-democrat advert? That's it.
So what do you mean they used a town, a city?
So I mean, to be honest, they could have used a picture of some parts of Hull, and it would have been just as appropriate.
So what did they do with the picture? Have they put it on a billboard?
Yeah, I think so. Put it on a billboard saying, if this is what you want, vote a Democrat back into office or something like
Bloody hell. So they've taken a picture of Essex. Like, obviously, it must be like a rundown.
No, it's a town in Essex. I can't remember. It's like Curtin Lindsay or something like that.
Is it a rundown area?
Oh, yeah, it's a real... It looks like somewhere in fucking, like, Eastern Europe, like fucking Poland.
I'm not being funny, but in America, there's loads of, scummy parts.
Oh, yeah, fucking trailer trash.
Yeah, not even trailer trash, even, like, slums. You look at the movies, there's always a back alley with fucking dumpsters in it and a dead tramp and everything.
In the ghetto.
But they could have picked a picture from America. Or they don't want to shit in their own backyard.
Yeah, they probably don't want to shit in their own backyard. They're on that whole, America is great once again kick.
Bloody hell.
White power. White power.
Yeah. I wonder what would happen if our politicians did the same. They took a picture of somewhere in the Bronx or something that's run down, put it up here and said, this is what you get if you don't vote for us. It's the politics is so different.
Yeah, I think they'd probably get laughed at quite. And I don't think those sort of attack ads don't really happen here.
No, because we're different. I think we've got a different mindset.
Yeah, I think we spoke about this before, and it's something that I'd quite like to touch upon, is our sense of humour. I think we're a lot more self-deprecating, and we can't necessarily take each other's offensive jokes as well.
What?
Like,
pardon?
Excuse me. As I say, we can be deprecating about ourselves.
Yeah.
But when it comes to insulting one another, we take it quite we take it quite to heart.
You haven't learned, have you?
No. Got to get better at this whole broadcasting gig.
Yeah, we're coming prepared. But yeah, so they're using an advert from Britain and saying this is how shit it's going to be if you don't vote Democrat. I'm insulted.
I'm not.
I am. Why are they saying with that shit? Like, if you don't vote Democrat, this is what you're going to get. What? Fucking Britain? They can ram it.
Well, I mean, they didn't actually say where the town was.
It don't matter.
And as I say...
Do you reckon somebody's gone on Google and just put slums?
They probably did. They probably did a lot. Yeah. Zero effort.
Bloody hell. Because, I mean, there's places in Hull, like up the east side, where there's all these derelict boarded up houses. They could have used that. No one knows where that is.
No, very true, but you still would have got the same backlash.
Yeah, true. People in Hull would have fucking had an uproar, wouldn't they?
Yeah. You know what Hull people are like.
Yeah.
Belligerent at the best of times.
They slag all off, but they're proud of it.
Oh, I'm not. No, I'm joking. It's a great place to live.
Yes, I love it. I love it here. I've always been here. I like it. I like the people. And, you know, what's weird is, like, us doing this podcast now, we've sort of, like, gone back and met friends from, you know, yesteryears. And their lives have changed so much. Just recently we interviewed Steve Red Eye. And this guy, he's been in a movie, like a documentary movie.
About him?
Yeah. And now it's been nominated for a BAFTA. Which is fucking amazing. For Hull. And I think the director, McAllister, he's from Hull as well, I believe. Or his parents live here or something. So, but maybe he was originally from here, I believe. Sean McAllister.
It's you know, it was a great interview that we had with him.
Yes, so look out for that interview because it's a brilliant one not to be missed, another exclusive.
I assume that'll be coming out sometime next month, sometime in November.
That's right, and I'd love to get on to have an interview with the Beats Bus.
Oh, yeah. See when Toots is free.
Oh, yes, yes. Mr. DJ Toots Tool, ever so busy, no time for the Laymen Show.
Yeah, for the humble layman.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to have to send him a message. See what he says. Yeah. But yeah, some of the other guests I'd love to get on. I'd love to get an exorcist on.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a paedophile hunter to come and have a chat with us. That'd be interesting. Someone from a science background, which I believe you know somebody.
I know somebody. I want to get a flat earther on as well.
Oh yes, please, listeners, make this happen. If you know someone, put the name forward. Facebook us, Twitter us at Laymen Show, or even send us an email. That's right, we still have email. It's thelaymenshow@yahoo.com. Get in touch.
Yeah. We'll actually be putting out a place where you can send us mail as well if you want.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
That's right. We can give you an address if you want to send us anything through the post. Send us some gifts or things to try.
And as we start getting towards Christmas, we'll start working on video podcasting.
Ooh, I'm going to have to get a mask.
Okay, fair enough.
Just sit there in a screen mask.
We'll both just sit there in what do you call
Leatherface.
No, I was going to say, God damn it, what's the prick? Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes, yeah. V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Yeah, V for... No, then we're going to look like flipping anonymous. They'll be like, oh, I'm not clicking on this clickbait, it's anonymous. I want to listen to the Laymen Show, the best show in the world.
Saying that, don't we need to... Sorry, a little side note, a little admin in the background. Don't we need to... Don't you still have the photos of us and Mike Cobble?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
we had photographs taken with Mike Cobble.
We need to upload those to the Facebook page. Sorry, guys, just a little bit of background admin.
Yeah, that's right. So we need to load up them pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to have to get some pictures with Steve as well, Steve Red Eye.
Yeah, we forgot to do those.
Yeah, we're so lapsed.
Yeah.
It's amazing we even get these episodes out.
I mean, just not morning people.
Night owls. This is it. Halloween's our night.
Yeah.
I think we should get dressed up, go trick-or-treating.
I don't think anybody will be giving no treats at this time.
Where did trick-or-treating come from? Is it American?
I think the entire fucking holiday is American.
Bloody hell. Because it seems to be, like, I've been in the city centre the other day. Aisles are full of Halloween crap.
Yeah, there's at least one aisle dedicated to Halloween shit.
Do you know what I mean? And it seems like they're trying to make it as big as Christmas. It wouldn't surprise me if people have started giving each other gifts at Halloween.
Well, I think they do it with, like, every like, sort of, holiday. So they do it, like, Valentine's Day and Halloween. What's the other one? Christmas, obviously.
What is it? Big Toenail Day?
And then New Year's.
I'm sick of it. Why is it? What's happening? Why is everything so fucking commercial?
Money.
Yeah, you're right. Everything is about
money.
Everything is about money.
Cash is king.
Exactly. And you know what? I had this theory. I'd watched something about society, and they were saying that individually, in this country, we are worth more money to the system. And when they mention the system, they obviously mean the monetary system.
Oh, yeah.
So individually, we're worth more money. So as a family, you're not worth as much. But if everyone's separate, everyone's got their own place to live, their own vehicle, their own jobs, we're worth more money, more GDP. And that was very interesting.
Because I assume we consume more individually.
Well, yeah.
Whereas if we're,
absolutely.
Together we're sharing resources.
If you're on your own and you've got a flat and you've got a car, you're buying your own shopping, your own clothing, yeah, you're funding the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Another thing, there was a few years back, do you remember when had all these posters up about benefit cheaters? If you know a benefit cheater, ring this fucking number.
Yeah, grass.
Yeah. And then I watched an interesting debate about it. And they was talking about people who are in poverty and are on benefits are the people who spend their cash.
Yeah.
They don't withhold it, they don't save it, they spend it. If you get rid of all those people, the constant flow of cash that you had every day slows down. And that's what's happening. I believe that's what's happening now. They reckon unemployment is at its lowest, which means more people are working. When you're working, you pay tax, you save money, suddenly you've got bills to pay, suddenly you've got to buy a uniform or whatever for work or travel to work. Everything changes.
Well, cash is debt and debt is slavery.
Yeah, but cash is king, isn't it?
Cash is king, but it's based on the monetary system that we're in. Going back to this fucking documentary that I watched, it's a fucking great documentary. It lays it all out for you.
What's the documentary called? The Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen.
And it's available on YouTube.
It's available on YouTube. So just Google it. It's real easy to find.
And is it easy for everyone to understand?
Yeah, it's designed to be easy for everybody to understand.
Oh, brilliant! Because I do like documentaries where, even on YouTube, where if they're explaining something, they can give you an illustration or some photographs, that you can relate to, rather than someone just sat there talking.
It's got loads of people talking. It's got loads of great illustrations.
Yeah.
In fact, it's so good. I'm going to watch it again tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if cash is debt, then how do you get out of the hole?
As I say, the problem is the monetary system that we're in that we're in the fiat system. The fiat system. If you go back to the Greek term fiat means let it be so. So,
right.
The money is only money because the government says it's money. It's not backed up by anything.
So for our listeners, who are called the lay people,
okay,
fiat money is paper money, isn't it?
Fiat.
It doesn't include gold or precious metals, does it?
Well, no, because that's technically not money. It's
okay. So what doesn't make sense to me? A few years back, when we in Britain was having like a financial difficulty, they did something called quantitative easing.
Yep.
Where they decided to print more money
and give it to the banks.
Yes. Right. So in that way, the banks could lend more, and that was going to help society
somehow,
putting people into more debt,
which is slavery.
So, who makes these decisions?
Well,
who decides to say, you know what, we'll pump an extra $2 billion into the national economy?
The government makes the decisions because the government are the people that allow the banks to print the cash.
Okay, so the government make the decision. Who the fuck are the number crunchers? Who are the ones who said, listen, Your Majesty, Your Honour, Your Lordship, whatever.
The fucking bean counters.
Exactly. The bean counters, yeah. Who are these people?
Well, it's the Bank of England. It's like Mike. I know his name's like Kearney or something. He's a Canadian guy. He tanked the Canadian economy and then came over here.
Twat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the Laymen law books.
Yeah, he's in the Laymen shit books.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so that's something I've never understood. Is whenever the country's in trouble, whatever, they decide to pump more money into the economy, as they say, but it doesn't trickle down to us.
No.
I've never felt the benefit or deficit of anything they've done.
Well, because the rich hoard their cash and put it into assets that they can hold, i.e., like we was talking about this the other day. Wasn't it the Banksy painting that sold for like $2 million or whatever?
Yeah, and shredded itself.
And now it's worth $4 million.
Fuck it, yeah, exactly.
And then there was another one which I saw, which was like a painting by. Oh yeah, it was a painting by an AI. And that sold for almost $500,000.
Right. Why on earth has a painting done by a computer, which humans build and program,
exactly,
be worth that much?
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
exactly what I'm talking about.
This is a national security announcement by the Laymen Show. The world has gone to shit.
The world has gone to shit.
Save yourself.
Because they printed so much cash, everything has become inflated in value.
So do you remember when there was that War of the Worlds and there was an announcement on radio and everyone thought it was real? The intro for War of the Worlds where it says, ladies and gentlemen.
Wasn't that really old though?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, letting you know that the aliens are here. And people listening to the radio thought, fucking hell, is this a genuine announcement? I've just announced that the world's gone to shit. I wonder how many people are listening thinking, fucking hell, this is a warning.
Oh, I have a feeling a lot of people already think the world has gone to shit.
Yeah, but you've just touched on something there. A lot of people think things, but nowadays everything's so PC they're afraid to say it. Unless it's...
Well, no, I mean... I think that's what we're doing, isn't it? You know, we're broadcasting to the world that we think that the world's gone to shit. Anybody who agrees with us, they do. Anybody who doesn't can, you know, do whatever they do.
Everybody knows they can go to Pound Shop and buy something for £1, and they know it's going to be shit, and they moan about it, yet they still do it. But people moan. Do you know what I mean? If something's shit, it should be taken out. Simple as that. I'll give you a good example. Ford have announced that they're going to recall, I think, maybe 2 million Ford Focuses, or 3 million. All because there's a little fault in the engine that could make it stall. Do you know what I mean? Fucking take them back and give everyone their money back, you twats.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? You're a £1 billion company. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. Focuses have been made for a long time. They should have known.
Well, I mean, I can't defend Ford.
No, don't defend them. Do you know what I mean? They manufacture with computers. They do rigorous testing. I hate it when, you know what they normally do is, unless the fault's been found, they let it go. They let it go.
I don't even like Ford as a company, so...
Volkswagens. I spoke to someone the other day. Their Volkswagen had done 75,000 miles, and the cam belt had gone. And it's not the first time I've heard it. And what it is, the cam belt runs around the engine, and it has a guide. Volkswagen have made this guide out of fucking plastic. So it's not going to last. It's going to bend. It's going to warp, heat up. People are fucking losing their engines, costing them £600-700. What have Volkswagen done? They just let it slide. Dirty twats.
There's not enough people complaining to become a national issue.
The thing is, people don't know. You know, I mean, I think a lot of the garages know now, because they're seeing it as quite common. But a lot of people don't. There's people out there who'll go, do you know what, Volkswagen? Bulletproof. 3-cylinder crap ones are the ones that are popping up.
Fucking Vauxhalls and... So what cars are on our shit list then?
On our shit list? Well, I don't know. I mean, what crappy cars have you had? What cars have you had that you have actually fucking hated?
I hated my Fiat. I hated my Citroen.
So the Fiat was a...
it was a Fiat Bravo.
A Fiat Bravo?
Yep.
Yep, they were known to be really shit. They were known to be unreliable.
Yep.
And what was the other one?
Citroen Saxo.
Citroen Saxo, I don't know. Favourite for the boy racers?
Favourite for the boy racers.
They could be modified big wheels.
The gearbox are notoriously shit.
Yeah, so, you know, every manufacturer has got a certain fault that they're known for.
Yeah.
And didn't you show me a reliability chart?
Oh, yeah,
from different manufacturers?
So, the most reliable cars in general are sort of East Asian cars. So, Hyundai, Toyota, Mitsubishi. Volvo does sneak in there.
Right, so where are the... You know how everyone talks about German engineering? Where were the Audis, Beamers, and Mercs?
They were, I think, like sort of middle of the pack, as far as I can remember.
I thought they were near the bottom.
Like the worst was Alfa Romeo. Whoa. As far as I remember.
Do you know what I mean? Alphas look nice.
Alphas and Volkswagens, and I think Vauxhalls as well.
Bloody hell!
Or depending on what country, and Opel or Holden.
Yeah, that's right. I know the Volkswagen was there. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, those cars are on my current shit list. I love the look of the new Suzuki Jimny.
Yeah.
That thing looks tasty. The 2019 model.
Cute little 4x4, isn't it?
Cute little 4x4. 2 doors.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so fucking tasty. Other than that, I love my Volvos.
Wow.
Yeah. What about you?
Sorry, I've just got a live tweet.
You got a live tweet?
Yeah, we've got a new follower.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we've got a new follower on Twitter.
Right on.
My phone likes to say tweet.
You know, blowing up, getting on the ground level, people.
That's right. Yeah. Someone's asked me the other day, where do we envisage the Laymen Show going? I mean, what we started off originally was like to do a little podcast and air views and maybe talk to some experts.
Well, I'm just looking, sort of 2-3 months ahead, getting the video podcasting up and running.
Yeah, I think when we do video podcasting, things will change, and we'll definitely feel a change.
Yeah.
A lot of people said they like our rawness, the fact that it's unedited, unscripted. They like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah, raw dogging it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's something they like because it feels real. It's none of this bullshit TV crap, where it's all edited and designed to make you feel something. It's actually raw. This is us.
Yeah. I mean, I can't count the amount of times I've said in this interview, I honestly don't care. It's all bullshit.
So we've got a Laymen Show here with someone like me who cares about everything. and then there's you on the other side of the coin who don't care about nothing.
The fucking cynic. Yeah.
I'm cynical too. I think we take it in turns.
No.
Yes.
No, I think I do. Let's say 70% of the cynicism.
I don't know, because when your cynicism comes out, obviously I ask about it. I want to, see what validation it has. If you do you remember when you said that men do jobs better than women?
Yeah.
Straight away I was in there asking what jobs they actually do better than women.
Actually, I did want to amend that slightly, because I said that the only thing that
Have you been chased by women in pitchforks?
No, I haven't, not yet. But I said that the only thing that women are better at is empathetic jobs. That's not necessarily true. Women are also exceptionally good at sort of like logistics jobs and organising jobs, those sort of things.
Yeah, my sister works in logistics.
Yeah, I say they're very good at those as well.
I think there's a lot of jobs actually that, maybe we're missing out.
No, there probably are, and it's only because I'm a man and I can only see it from my perspective.
One of the things I noticed was, when women were talking about equality in the workplace, and that men were in higher paid jobs, but everywhere I went and I spoke to a manager, it was a female. Most retail shops are run by women.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between being a manager and being an owner.
Going into an office, and I'll be like, I'm here to see the manager. A lady will come forward. Do you know what I mean? Most of the GPs that I see are female.
Well, I recently saw somewhere that the gender wage gap, which I don't believe in at all, is at its lowest ever.
Which is good news. I mean,
Which, I mean, I can believe, but also at the end of the day, I still don't believe in the gender wage gap.
Well, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, you should be getting paid for the job that you do.
Oh, yeah.
So, like you say, I mean, the examples they used to give where there was a gender gap, they didn't take into account, when these people started their occupations. So one may have started later, where they've changed the wage packet.
Yep.
And maybe paid them more. Because I know that's happened my cousin used to work for a company that made famous sunglasses. I'm not going to name him. But when he went in, he was given a certain wage. But then they changed the job titles. So new people who came in got the same wage as he did, even though he was experienced. Because that's how they attracted, new employees.
Yeah.
But someone could argue then, I've been here longer, I know the job, I'm in charge of them, I should be paid more. So things happen that people don't take into account. So changes in the workplace, wage changes, wage packets, job titles. Do you know what I mean? Nowadays, everyone's given a title. You could be a toilet flusher, and you'll be known as a urinal technician.
Urinal technician.
So I don't know where all these titles come from. I mean, we here doing a podcast, what would our title be? Electronic entertainers?
Electronic entertainers.
Digital divas?
Digital presenters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, what title do you give? You can make up any title for anything now. Anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Send us some ideas, people. Send us the worst job title you've ever heard given to a person doing the shittest job in the world. I don't know what the shittest job in the world is.
I don't know. I think a prostitute is a pretty shitty job.
Yeah, but even that would carry probably a decent title.
Cum gutter. Cum guzzler.
It'd have to be more professional sounding. Street liaison officer. Oh, God. Oh, we're almost at the end of our podcast, so if there's anything else you want to throw in the mix, now's the time.
No, I think it's just time for some quick plugs.
Yeah, let's do some plugs then.
Yep.
We've got a few people who have emailed us and Twittered us, some comments on Facebook. One shout out goes to one of the groups we're involved in. It's called One Hull of a City, and the admins for that have approved our posts. Thank you very much.
Much appreciated. Lee's our social media expert here.
Am I?
Yeah.
What, because I get the odd tweet?
Because you get the odd tweet and you get the interviews, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm on the ground trying to find and source people, but you are the digital technician.
Yeah.
You are the brains behind the uploads, the organising,
the video editing.
Exactly.
Which is minimal at the moment, but when we get the video up.
That's right. You're getting us onto all these websites. So, it's spreading exposure.
Oh, yeah, trying to get the podcast up onto fucking iTunes, which is a cunt.
Yeah, iTunes, people. Laymen Low books.
Yep.
But make life simple, Apple, you twats.
But people, if you've made it this far through the podcast, check out our Patreon. at the end of the day, if you sign up to Patreon, you get an RSS link through that. You can actually put that into iTunes and still listen to us through iTunes.
Yes.
So you might not be able to find us there, but you can still listen to us through there. Just become a patron. It's $1 a month, you cheap pricks.
That's right. Who needs that? Who needs that cup of fucking espresso, eh?
Yeah.
Stop going into Sainsbury's and putting your money in that Costa machine.
I mean, a cup of espresso is $1.60. It's double what we're asking for.
Exactly. Get yourselves on there. $1 is about 80 odd pence.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe not even that.
Come and support the Laymen. Let us grow, and we'll grow with you. And you know, you are our audience, and you are the people. If we go anywhere with this, it'll be because of you guys. Send us messages on Twitter, so follow us at Laymen Show.
Yep, send us messages. Put it in the comments box. I think that this one is going out just to the Patreons only, so hit us up via email, hit us up in the Facebook group, hit us up on Twitter.
If you listen to us on YouTube, please press share,
subscribe.
And leave a comment, because we love it.
Yeah, we do.
One of us will get back to you.
We do usually get back in touch, especially at this early stage in the game. We like the comments. We like, hearing what our audience thinks.
Yeah, we love you. We love you guys.
Much love. Peace.
Peace out. I've been Leeton.
I've been Gab.
And you've been listening to The Laymen Show.